Okay, with that in mind, let's go ahead and do what we were going to do in the first, well, that I said we were going to do at some point here. We're going to get a tabletop simulator, put up a puzzle, and then try to find Derpy.
Oh shoot! I need to open up tabletop sim.
Yep.
Why don't I still have OBS open?
Laziness.
Forgetfulness. Oh, absent-mindedness. There you go.
Oh man, I already fulfilled the challenge, guys.
Yeah, he
Ahead of
did.
the game.
He just had to record. He just had to record himself doing it.
Somebody clip that. Don't actually do that, but.
Oh, I enjoy you too much to clip that. I however, still have the power bottom clip.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so everybody, I have 5 images that I affectionately called "Where's Waldo" for obvious reasons.
All right.
So the big question is, on a ranking of 1 to 5, how unfair should I be with this puzzle? 1 being, go ahead and make it simple enough that, you know, they could probably figure it out after a bit. 5 being, you know what, we've had too much non-hurting. People need to suffer, and emotions need to die.
I like
When was
suffering.
the last time I opened Tabletop Simulator, and why does its sizing seem to be wrong?
Yeah, it does that because of updates.
Why? Oh, there's Jigsaw. Why, I always look for puzzle and not Jigsaw. I hate that. Okay. Chat room, feel free to 4. Oh, 4. Oh, you know, that's coming to something 4 both times.
Chat room, feel free to 4.
Feel free to 4. Chat room, feel free to 4.
Feel free to whack Circuit with a tire iron and say 4.
Okay, no, I like him too much to do that.
Well, he's electric right now,
Oh,
so he'll shock anyone who tries to.
Okay. So we got 1 4 so far. You guys want to throw in since chat room? No, you use a golf club. Okay.
I'd say 3. 3
Okay,
just
there
so
it
we're
goes.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little ahead of myself
Yeah.
there.
Also, Circuit, when you did that, I have to admit, the first thing that came to mind was the whole meme going around. Why do you come?
Okay, hold on. I'm just double checking. I forgot exactly what order I had these in because they're not in proper numerical order. Okay.
Cole, you're in my color.
Yeah, I am. What are you gonna do about it?
Okay.
I'm gonna get over here next to you and just bully you with an elbow.
All right.
All right. Okay. So, all right. So we got a 4. We got a 3. Anybody else want to chime in, or should I go ahead and just throw it out?
I forgot the scale, so
1 being let's be easy and nice on him, and 5 being I want to see somebody cry.
4.
Why does everybody go for 4?
I'm
I
evil.
went for 3.
Okay, you know, I'll be honest. 2 of these I almost judge a 5, but I'll go ahead and let you decide which one of these 2 is probably easier of the 2. So you have, oh right, okay. So we have this one affectionately called Waldo 1.
Otherwise,
Well, I call it Waldo 1, but it's actually it's difficult. This is what you're looking at.
Oh dear Lord.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
Oh.
the?
that's
That is
that's the late part of the Waldo book. Also, holy shit, why is tabletop running like crap for me? What the fuck?
Well,
Yeah, I was running crap.
Um,
It was giving me that problem last Friday, too.
no problems here, but I think I'm using a
Derpy.
different rendition of it.
you already found Derpy?
yeah.
No, I drew Derpy on the table.
Oh,
Second rewind, you son of a gun.
No,
He went us
I'm
all
sorry, but
along.
I like I said, I was trying to show you the other one so you can make a proper judgment which one guys you think it's for.
Now it's okay. Well, now it's running fine.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, I really feel bad.
Live on it in my heart and maybe in the archives. I don't know if that was.
I think it was there for a brief.
There.
I think it was
Probably
there for a
wasn't.
brief moment in the archive, so you might need to clip it. Toa, you might want to clip it.
Clipping.
Okay, and this is the one. This is the one that I think would probably actually be more of a 4 then.
All right, let me see. Let's see. Let me take a look. jealousy. Oh
Yes.
my god. That's
Yeah. See, for some reason this picture is not causing me to lag.
It might have been just a high detail of the other one.
Yeah.
So this one, I now yes, it has a bunch of OCs, but I did confirm that Derpy is labeled as a character in here. So Derpy should be findable.
okay.
And if he's not, I highly apologize. But then again, what, if somebody mislabels, what can you do?
I think I found her.
Don't! No! We're only
You mean in
fine.
the picture or on the pieces?
Picture.
Oh?
Oh, no, she doesn't. She's not cross-eyed. Never mind.
I can confirm. I found
I
some
like
artists
this
that
one
I
better.
follow.
Color.
I have found some artists that I follow on here that post totally safe for work stuff. Yes.
Same.
Don't worry about it.
This is also bad.
Oh.
I think this was in a 2018 group shot too, so I'm sure artists' temperaments have changed since then.
Well, I'm pretty sure that we got a creature clone right there.
Oh my gosh, we got him.
Everybody's looking for Derp instead of putting the damn puzzle together.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm doing a quick once over first just to see what
You
is
could have
going
done the one
on
from
here.
last year because I know I'm in that one. I didn't do this year's.
Alright,
So.
so good news.
I tried for this year's, but I don't know if I got it.
I'm not gonna lie, I did take a look. I saw that my tag was in there and yours was not, so I'm not sure if you did or not.
Oh, Toa, did you remember when tagging your picture? Did you remember to tag it with the? There is a specific tag that you're supposed to put in for the
I
group
probably did not do that tag. Oh well.
shot. Well,
Oh yeah,
there's always next year. Like I said, I'm not in this year's either.
Because
I mainly didn't put. I didn't try to get in this year, mostly just because I haven't been as active this current year. So.
Okay, I'm gonna take a small break to recharge the batteries. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Alright, sounds good.
all right. I don't exactly know where that goes. It has part of a star.
You know what's one thing I noticed about the community thing every time I take a look at it and look at the previous ones?
Oh.
A lot more people every single time.
Talking this one? If so,
Oh, yeah.
just put it off to the side here. We'll get to it later.
Yeah, it's nice to see that, even though we had a pretty much a quiet year, the community was actually even bigger than before. Or at least more active.
Note, as far as like content goes, I feel like although there wasn't like stuff being made like every week to coincide with episodes, as far as like community content goes, there was a whole lot of it made in the past year.
Yeah.
The art side of the community has been extremely active. I believe that the music side probably too, as far as I understand, because I believe that there were a couple of releases of
Oh no, yeah, it's like
that.
Yeah, Ponies at Dawn had.
Yeah,
a few.
Ponies at Dawn. Yeah.
yeah, I mean for every
also
couple of
with-
months, every month or two there was another compilation album.
Not to mention there were so many of the conventions going on too, and there's like art to coincide with each convention. So
Cole,
this was a good year for pony art.
Yeah.
Cole, here's something you gotta remember. There was at least 2 months there where there was a convention every weekend.
Well,
I know.
that was dealing though with Celestia's Pancake Madness more, but still, it was nice to have a distraction.
By the way, quick
I'm not
plug,
sure.
Mid-Air Pony Fair. That's happening in May. Just so you know, it's happening in May.
Right. I think the
There's
only
like
convention, the only one
early
that's
May.
happening is it this week or next week? The Russian Pony Convention, which is kind of highly confusing. Because
I think it is.
It's confusing because it's supposed to be in real IRL, but we don't know to what extent, and there's not been a lot in the way of details.
Also, there is Ponies Online, the 12th through the 14th. 12th is when the vendors open.
Oh
13th
boy,
is
there.
the actual start and
Oh, there's
14th
an
is
innocent
the
artist that does a lot of good and good, decent stuff. That's not at all sacrilegious to mankind.
That can describe so many people in here.
I know, right?
There's also a lot of people in here who I see their their character. I'm like, I have seen them in so many arts that I cannot show on this stream. Big shout outs to that side of the community because I've got to be honest, they've also been continuously active as well, and I appreciate it.
And you know, to each their own. I know, no, it's not everybody's cup of tea.
As far as it goes, it's nice to see pony art being made.
Yeah.
And I freaking enjoy it.
Oh no,
all the pony arts. Also, you know that I like all the pony arts. You've seen what I've looked at.
Yeah, but we don't talk about that in public. The little kids have cried once. You can't do it again. Again.
That's why it was confusing me on that.
What? No. Well.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the piece I had.
I gotta admit, it's a little bit easier to do these with some of these characters because just the eyes and everything, it makes it really easy to find them.
It's interesting to spot the different styles too that are in this because there are quite a few different styles all combined into one picture. It's nice. I like it. It's cool.
By the way, for those of you who are curious what the other ones were, the number 3 was a pile of pony plushies. Number 2 was... What was number 2? Sorry, taking a quick look here. That was
number 2 was the
a comic
next door.
Number 2 was a comic image, actually. It was from one of the MLP comics, the Nightmare Night, where a bunch of ponies were dressed up as different Halloween characters and stuff like that.
Oh, I love that. Okay, send me that image again because, like, I love that image.
I will. And number one was an image that is actually a combo. Oh God, I could have used that image. Sorry, my brain just clicked. The number one was actually a combo image where each character was basically on their own little 3x5 card that was put together to make a big tapestry like thing. The big thing about it is a person went to every convention with one of these postcards to get the voice actor of that character to sign it and put it all together into a big not tapestry, but a big photo portrait
Collage.
A big collage, basically a big collage that they actually put onto an auction block in BronyCon.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's a thing of beauty. I love it. But no, the other one I should have realized was the giant art image of the tree and all of the things going on around it, and you just got the characters all over the place, little characters. The artist has like a puzzle for it, an actual physical puzzle. A blanket, like a giant poster and tapestry of it. Oh, it's awesome.
I am very proud to say I have the puzzle. I have not put it together yet, though. I need to do that. That's the thing.
I do too, on both counts. But yeah, that would have been perfect to put in as a possible image now that I think about it, which that's kind of hurt. That kind of hurts a little bit, you know? Then again, I'd have to find the thing.
Yeah, it's definitely not there. I think this is probably over here. Wait, no. Wait.
Down one.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. No?
Wait. Try here.
Now, if you really wanted to make this super difficult to forget, all you really need to do is click that checkbox.
Like that.
If you click that checkbox at the very beginning to make it so the background image wasn't there, oh man, this would take us all night.
Yeah, but I don't think we have all night left.
Too much pain.
Try over one.
That's a little too much pain, but if we also had more time, I might have been able to do that. But no, I can't do that with the amount of time we have.
Wait a minute. Are any of these?
Sure, you can.
Do we have all the edge pieces now?
I think so.
A pizza pukin.
You can book them?
I was going more for a Street Fighter reference. Sure, you can.
Two can play at this game. Dick penis man.
yes, you got it.
Can you lose to me in a rap battle? Sure you can.
Okay. This... Oh, it goes right there.
The only reason I know that song as well as I do is I've been listening to Starbomb a little bit when I take afternoon walks for my lunch hour, and for some reason they keep bringing that up like every other song.
Well, that's kind of the running gag of that part of the album.
No, I mean, it's not a running gag thing. It's well, I mean, it might be a running gag, but the problem is that just why is there an elephant in here? My brain just exploded. I had it.
Why?
It's just the fact that every time I'm listening to the music streaming thingy.
Spotify.
Thank you, Spotify. That it comes up like almost every single time. That's weird.
What's that thing?
Spotify and Starbomb.
Oh.
Circuit, you're talking about Starbomb, and you talk about this, and you forget to call it spoofy. How dare you? Is it on the spoofy?
It's on the spoofy. I feel so ashamed.
Hey, don't full on blame him. It's also on me for not saying it.
Yeah, spoofy.
Also, quick note, Circuit, I apologize if you can hear a train in the background. I am not doing it on purpose.
I don't believe you, but at the same time, I don't think you would stop it anyway.
You are correct. I am 100% pro train noise. I like trains. This is a fact.
Wait, but isn't that... Yeah, that's this dude right here. What the fuck?
Wait.
Oh, then that piece is wrong.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. What the hell?
Oh, I see someone already found the face of that character.
There we go.
Actually, I think that piece goes over here on the right side, man.
I've been trying to... Wait, I've been trying...
Is it just me, or did they sort these ponies
Wait,
by color?
was that it?
No, I think it's a little more to the right.
God dang it! I'm trying. Yeah, the problem is that this game likes that.
Perfect. There we go. That's
Okay,
it.
that way.
Okay, so sorry, there was another circuit call.
Did they sort these ponies by color?
Some of them.
Actually, it looks like they did a grouping of color for the most part, but it does get a little haphazard near the bottom.
Let's see.
Then again, I can't blame them because, I mean, grouping this many ponies, it could get really headachy the more you have to group.
So that's got blonde right at the bottom, so...
Circuit, be glad that that me having mod powers, I am a lazy person, because when you said there's another circuit call, I was really tempted for just a second to just make another call chat that's just called the circuit call.
Wait,
Okay.
Honestly, I'm so
Hang
surprised you didn't. The circuit call.
Yep, that's perfect.
This one go there? Nope.
Wait, I thought... Ah, damn it. I pulled this one because I saw this face so many times when looking at this picture earlier. Now...
Circuit call, your pain is my pleasure.
Fuck you, Baltimore. Bring your wife. We'll fuck her. That's right. We'll fuck your wife.
I miss the anthology.
That check better not bounce, or you're a dead motherfucker. God dang it! Seriously, seriously, I did a try not to laugh for my birthday stream. That video came up. I literally quoted it from start to finish.
Oh, I saw you did that. I'm so annoyed. I could have had you cracking up in seconds, man. I got an arsenal of videos. I got one that actually sent me gasping for air, crying with laughter on my bed. It was terrible.
Yeah. No, here's the thing. I did that for like almost 2 hours. I was doing great to 6 minutes to done.
And then that showed up, and it's like
it was one of those things where it probably would have just gotten like a huh, that's funny sort of thing out of me, like a chuckle normally.
You were worn down from everything else, yeah. That's the danger about trying not to laugh. It's not the laughter. No, it's the laughter. It's Just eventually you get worn down with all the jokes that something stupid ends up usually tripping you finally.
Okay.
I think Suki has the sign.
Since a number of us are doing just the top stuff, I'm just grabbing everything that is not pony faces and dropping it up here.
Good
Oh.
idea.
You know what, this one.
Baby, one more time. Damn it.
What?
I'm sorry, Cole.
No, no,
Yeah,
I
that
don't.
was Toe's fault because he
wait.
said
No, that's right.
he gave a sign.
Dude,
and,
there's nothing to be sorry for. That song was our childhood. God damn it. Granted, we were also horny teenagers, and we were horny teenagers,
Okay.
and it spoke to us on a level.
I wasn't a
You
teenager.
are
I
a
was
horny
like
teenager.
5.
I was
God
a
damn it! Don't say
childhood
that.
Arm them,
Sorry.
arm them, arm them.
I was like 10 years old just dancing to that at a Pizza Hut.
I believe
I
cold
just
dust
remember
is our
my sister
future.
had,
You were
had
being
that
trained, Toa.
Yes, I was.
Anyway,
I remember hearing that song growing up, but I was a wee lad. I was small.
you. Sorry, it's just that when you think of that, all I can think of is that you admit to being a piss baby.
I mean, I was 5.
But the problem is that now when I think of Britney Spears, it just makes me sad.
It does.
Yeah,
It really does. Which, in all honesty, though, that's kind of a good thing in a way because at least we now feel sympathy for her. But God.
I've
really
always
don't
felt sympathy
know-
for that poor woman.
I don't know what we're talking about. I missed a memo. I think.
Let's just say
Her dad's a dick.
People don't like her dad.
Her dad's a royal dick and
okay,
probably screwed her for
I
life.
got you. You don't have to go any deeper. All right.
Also,
Yeah.
people have been looking back on how we treated, like...
Okay.
Okay, Toa,
I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest with you. When I think of that song from Britney Spears, I think of this one British panel show called I forgot the name, but basically they had a segment where 2 of the panelists would have to guess what song somebody is doing an interpretive dance to, and they are both wearing headphones, so they have no idea what it is. And one of them was "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time," and it was hilarious.
Also, I found the robot
Fast and
Tony.
Loose. It was called Fast and Loose.
Why is it that British humor always tends to hit a lot harder than American humor nowadays?
This was in
because-
2010.
I stand by the statement.
Okay.
Well, so
Oh, you know,
I think
yeah,
that-
actually, that reminds me. Anybody hear about the American version of IT Crowd?
They're
No,
doing that?
they're doing what?
No,
doing what now?
They tried to do it. They actually were trying. They piloted tested an American version of IT Crowd. Now they did bring it. They basically reenacted the exact same thing as episode 1. They actually brought in I forget his name, but the original actor for Moss. They brought him in.
Richard Iowande, I want to say. His name?
Richard
Iowade?
Awadi.
Yeah, Richard
Wadi.
Awadi. They brought.
I
They brought
knew it
in.
was Richard. I knew it started with an A.
He is amazing. If you get the chance, you should watch his show Travel Man. That was really good. Also Gadget Man.
All right, but do you know who they brought in to act to basically portray Roy?
The guy from The Office.
No, but I like where your brain is going with this.
Some guy who is hot.
You're getting warmer in a way.
Let me think. Well, let me think. What did he? From what he looked like originally?
Is it the guy who voiced the guy in the Lego Movie?
No, I
it's
don't
not
know.
Chris Pratt.
I don't think it is. No.
That's actually what I was going for, Chris Pratt.
No. Was it? No.
Is it Chris Styles?
You know, I honestly don't know the actors' names directly. I just know what they're off of.
Is it the guy who played Superman in that one movie? I think it was Superman. I don't know.
No.
I know it's probably not Henry Cavill.
No, you were getting warmer a good chunk there, and then you just kind of dropped into the ice cold bath there.
Let's see. Versus the IT Crowd was almost aired. 2007, 2008. Starred Richard Ayoade reprising his role as Moss. Oh!
Yeah, you see the problem there.
He could have worked. I mean, he's not terrible.
He's not terrible, but he doesn't exactly fit the stereotype.
By the way, it's Joel McHale. If the lead guy from Community.
Oh,
yeah. Could you imagine?
Not working.
Yeah, can you imagine him being Roy? It just doesn't fit that well.
I can't. Honestly, he does not strike me as a Roy kind of boy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Is like he's not terrible, but yeah.
Oh no, he's a great actor. He's a great actor. It's just that's not the role for him. That is not.
No.
Oh.
Let me see.
It was really a shame too.
And Denholm being played by Rocky Carroll, who's.
That must have been a really odd experience for Richard Ayoade, because like, could you imagine just like you were already in this show, and now they're going to re-record the show, except for with a bunch of Americans. That's gotta be the weirdest shit to experience.
I would think so, but this happens more often than you would think, so I think it's just kind of par for the course.
The British version of Married with Children?
What?
Yes! It is a thing!
Actually, I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't even seen the normal American version of Married with Children.
You know what?
I'm very bad with sitcoms.
I'll give you all credit. I mean, that I watched it when I was a kid, and yeah, it's no wonder I'm screwed up in the head. But no,
No, I watched it too, and I'm nowhere near your screw-up-itude.
Well, thank you for acknowledging my screw-up-itude.
You're the one that said it first.
Circuit. You and I were both born in the late '80s and grew up in the early '90s. We fully acknowledge we're screwed up.
You know what? That's absolutely fair. I will absolutely take.
You have the screw-up-itude.
But I'm still astonished because Married with Children was hilarious, but I can't imagine that being a British sitcom.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Was it actually a competent British sitcom, or was it a pilot that ended up failing horribly?
I think it lasted like 2 or 3 seasons.
You know what? That's better than what I would have expected.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I just realized a simpler way to say what I just said.
What's that?
We grew up with Ren and Stimpy. We were screwed up already.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. And I'm damn proud of it. I grew up with Ren and Stimpy, and when the video game talk shows were actually on cable networks.
I remember
those were cool.
That.
Actually, speaking of cartoons, did you know that apparently the big Scooby-Doo movie coming out this year is a crossover with Courage the Cowardly Dog?
I'm down for that.
What?
I did not know that. That sounds interesting.
Is it part of the?
I just found that out last night.
Is it the same universe?
The second time.
Is it the same?
The second time.
Dear God, is it the same universe that they tried to do with the Scooby-Doo movie that just recently came out?
I don't think so.
No, not Scoob. It's gonna be like the standard 2D animated universe things.
Oh wow!
For a second.
Which means that of course they might pull that bullshit of they're gonna try and say it's all fake thing.
It's all a dream. We're not really here.
I'm gonna be real with you. When you said Scoob, I don't think so. I thought that was what they called the show. Scoob, I don't think so.
Oh,
actually, the reason I found that out is because we here last night we watched the latest of the 2D the regular 2D movies, which was Scooby-Doo and the Sword and the Stone, I think is what it's called.
What? Really?
That sounds interesting.
It's actually like it's not great, but it's a fun watch. Like it was just an enjoyable time. Especially since this is one of those times where I think this is the most since Scooby-Doo meets Kiss that they kind of just did not give a shit when writing it.
You know, that I can get behind. Just a movie where they just do not care and they let everything fly.
It's basically like because they don't care and they're pretty much given free reign to do what pretty much make all the references they want.
True, but also I think with Kiss you still have Gene Simmons, who, let's face it, is a cult of personality all his own.
Hey Circuit, if you're into movies where like they don't care and they let everything fly, I've got news for you. There's a movie called Planes.
He's
No,
not wrong.
I
They literally did not care making that movie.
no, I think I'm good with that being kind of stuck in the annals of history, where I will probably never see or hear from it again.
Although we did have Gabriel Iglesias as a plane.
It's not an accomplishment.
Wait, who's Gabriel Iglesias? I don't know.
Comedian.
Fluffy.
Oh, gotcha.
It's, you know what I find really weird, or was really, it's still kind of weird for me to get used to. Like seeing people like Gabriel Iglesias, Kenan Thompson, Kel Mitchell, all these people like doing stuff like Saturday Night Live and stand up and all that, and just thinking, holy shit, I grew up with all that.
It's all that.
Wow. I gotta give Toa a little credit on that one, just a little though.
Hey,
Granted, Toa's
wow.
basically shooting with a machine gun, so he's got to hit something eventually.
All right, where was Nittany? There's Nittany.
Hey, I try and do the comedy of go with the jokes. If they don't hit, don't dwell, move on.
Okay, you go there.
Right.
You know, for a second when I was looking at this piece upside down, I thought that was a human OC.
You know, I actually
that's
thought
gross,
that there was one character up here I thought was a human OC, but it's just like a pony with shades.
Oh.
It's just cut off really weirdly, so it didn't.
Are there any rules against having a human OC in the background?
I don't think there is per se, but I haven't seen anybody actually post one, so I think it's kind of more of a social understanding more than a rule.
Somebody needs to make a humanoid OC. Oh, wait, hang on, I got it. Okay, remember back in Generation 1, that weird little Nomi guy, the guy with the hat.
Or
Meech, no, not Meechik, or maybe something
yeah,
like that?
it would probably meet you.
Or is it,
Yeah, that guy.
for
That
some
guy.
reason, some reason Moochik comes to mind. Hang on.
Yes. So somebody needs to make an OC based off of that.
The Moochik.
Yeah.
Moochik is a strange gnome sage that Megan Pony see killed from at times.
Oh yeah, I remember him now.
Yeah, played by was that Tony Randall?
I don't know, but I know he had a song and a rainbow in his hat.
Well, if we're gonna go that far, why don't we just bring in a character from a completely different series? We could bring the Flubble Wubble Wubble we saw in the East of Mind guy.
Okay, seriously, really, the My Little Pony G1 wiki on fandom, they don't bother putting his voice actor. They like. I get it. I get it. It's like this whole thing is about the character, and that makes sense. That there's a character, but he was a celebrity.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What about Jar Jar Commander, or are you just being silly?
You know, I think we kind of already hit the point of silliness with this, so why not?
All right, let's make a smooth OC.
No.
Didn't we already discuss something like that? And
what you see, this is puzzle mode.
Yep.
This is time for discussion. Let's discuss
There we
really
go.
bizarre OCs to do.
Yep, there we go. Tony Randall as the Moochik.
ooh.
Which of course I only know Tony Randall from. Oh my! Like, hey, you're Tony Randall.
Only no, I don't know, but that was funny as hell to me.
It was a Saturday Night Live sketch when one of the times Tom Hanks hosted, where he had a recurring character he did at times where it was called Mr. Short Term Memory, and in one of the episodes he was on a game show, and the final round was you play with a celebrity guest, and it was Tony Randall. And the joke was that like he first comes out and goes, "Oh hey, it's like, oh my god, it's Tony Randall," and then like literally 2 minutes later he turns and looks at him and goes, "Oh hey, you're Tony Randall." And it basically goes on like that for a while.
By the way, apparently Tom Hanks did a version of the Talking Heads, same as it ever was.
So did
Sorry,
Kermit.
no.
You know what,
sorry,
that's
Same
not
as it
bad,
ever was.
but I think
I
they're
get
great.
yeah,
I think
he actually did that, but he changed up the lyrics and there was some animation to it.
but I
might
think
just throw that in the after party.
My
Oh,
favorite movie Tom Hanks ever acted in was Forrest Gump.
no,
Scarf.
I think
Where's
my
the scarf?
I think my favorite
Oh.
Tom Hanks was David Pumpkins.
There's the scarf.
Yeah. I'm David Pumpkins. And the skeletons.
Part of it.
Honestly, Tom Hanks is a treasure.
Are there any questions? Yes, several.
Questions?
That mare swooning over the gray, red, and black OC. Oh goodness.
No idea what you're talking about.
It's time to start rotating these up.
Wait, is that the face? I think. Yep, that's the face. It's right there. Yay.
I think we actually might have a hard time finding Derpy in all of this.
I don't
Oh,
actually think there's a Derpy unless it is this plushie
No,
way
hon-
over here.
Yeah, in Derpy Burrow, you could mark
Technically,
down a
that would
pony.
count as-
Well, yeah,
even if it is a
admittedly, I
pony
was
or
going.
not.
I just kind of went with the tag. I was looking for good massive group shot that could be used as a
yeah,
Bears World
and
situation.
to be honest, they could have just put the tag in there just to screw with people.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise
Or
me,
to,
but I would
Bruder, even
kind of
though it's
hope.
a plushie.
I would kind of hope that it wasn't the case, but yeah, it might just be Derpy the plushie. You know
It
what? We'll
might
call
have been-
if we don't see an actual Derpy
Oh,
in here. I
wait.
did see a Twilight in here though. So
If
I'm
there
not
was
sure.
a Derpy plushie, then yes, it would have gotten that tag.
Yeah, the only reason I'm not sure is because I actually saw a Twilight Sparkle in this crowd.
I thought I saw Derpy at first, but it was actually with gray OC with blonde hair and a bow tie.
Plot twist. It's a plot twist. The Derpy they're referring to is the two zeros, or sorry, the two O's in Derpy Boru, which have Derpy's crossed eyes.
Oh God, that
Oh my god, that might be what they did.
I
That
would.
might actually be what they did.
If they did, I would be so furious. I mean, it's still made for a hell of a puzzle, but still.
It is an art board, probably run by artists who might be that full of themselves to do that.
And then not with out there. They're not without.
You know, if
doing-
that's what we want to try to believe, I almost want to believe that that's a Derpy plushie, then just to save my sanity.
Ah, there we go. Here's where this goes.
I can't believe it. We must believe the Derpy plushie instead. Nothing else will make me feel sane.
Oh,
Wait, you're trying to feel sane?
You know what? Speaking of way back where British shows that came to America and flopped hard. Did anybody know that there were, does anybody know of the British show Taskmaster?
Yeah.
I
I've
think
heard
I've heard of it.
It's fun.
Oh, it is a fun show, and it started popping up in my YouTube, so I watched a lot of it. But
There have been rumors that it's coming back.
I know that.
Yeah, they got a
One
season
Ready
11
Run
coming,
just
apparently.
did a bit on their monthly stream that mimics it.
Yeah.
It's a fun thing.
Oh, it's a fun thing, but apparently, I can't remember. I think it was Comedy Central tried to do an Americanized version of it, and yeah, it didn't go too well.
You know what show I feel like they should have just brought the British people over for, and it sucks it didn't succeed. Robot Wars.
Oh,
Dude,
Yeah.
that was freaking awesome.
I
Well,
still
yeah,
remember
Robot Wars,
some
and
of those
it's-
episodes.
And it sucks. Even Mick Foley couldn't save that. Couldn't save that from failing in America.
Well, here's
Oh,
the
did
thing.
he
It was,
get on that?
Yeah,
yeah,
Mick
he was
Foley.
the announcer.
Yeah, Mick Foley was
Okay.
the host of that. Yeah.
I don't think I paid attention
And
that much to who was voicing there.
Yeah, and as far as I could tell, that seemed to be more. It was shot in Britain and people went there, but that was my interpretation. I think that was all like British, with people traveling over. But I could be
Since
wrong.
BC is
I
still
haven't
alive.
looked.
Well, it had to get shot somewhere because it definitely died. Da 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 da.
What'd you say about CMC?
No, VC. I don't see Bagley anywhere. I thought he would come on later.
Oh.
Maybe he. I don't know.
But Suki, I freaking loved
Vaguely
Robot
come
Wars
back.
when it was on Tech TV / G4.
Oh yeah.
I
G4's
remember
back,
they
by the
used
way.
to show Lupin
Yeah,
the
I-
Third
back?
on there.
Oh, I'm so pissed. I still haven't seen the Lupin the Third CG movie yet.
But yeah,
Yeah.
G4 is back. I forget if it's actually on TV or if it's just on streaming services.
Sure.
Actually, it's not back per se. Apparently, they had some delays due to Celestia's Pancake Madness, but looks like they're making a YouTube channel out of the thing.
But I love the fact that freaking Xavier Woods campaigned to be a host and got it.
Ooh.
So
Honestly, I do hope it does come back. I mean, G4 I didn't get a whole lot of time to watch, but I did have a friend that did have a subscription to it, so I did see it a couple of times, and it was so much fun.
Xavier Woods is part of the New Day. He if you've seen that faction, he's the one that usually comes out with the trombone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow,
Okay.
that was lucky.
Yeah, he has a gaming channel called Up Up Down Down as well.
Yeah.
Oh. That sounds actually interesting.
Like so like he got into like British campaign to be a host on there that and like honestly I was also thinking I would like to see some like if they do get themselves back together, I want to see a revival of some of the original shows that I remember from like I guess more of when Tech TV and G4 were kind of first merging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want oh
About
God,
30 hours of cops.
Huh?
Okay.
30 hours of cops.
No, I'm talking like oh God, I would
Sorry,
love like
yeah.
a reboot of maybe like Portal, something like that.
Oh no,
Or-
Code Monkeys. Code
No,
Monkey.
Code Monkey could work.
Dude,
Code
Code-
Monkeys is
okay.
a wild show. It only went on for 2
Or,
seasons.
what was the show? There was a show where it was basically how you saw like a bunch of game trailers a lot back then. It was Cinematech.
All right,
Yeah,
Sonic
Super
5421
Bowl,
liked Robot Wars. He thought 5th and 6th were the best.
Yeah.
Just to mention.
Yeah, it's one of those things of I also enjoy the show Cheat because it basically showed you cheat codes in video games, and I'm
Cheat codes. Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be
I
great.
you know
also
what?
remember the
You know what?
show. I also remember the show like Electric Playground. It was like kind of a video review.
Oh yeah, Electric Playground, which I think eventually didn't that eventually become Attack of the Show?
I'm not
maybe.
sure.
Okay. Also,
I just mostly remember X Play from there.
Yeah.
Oh,
X-Play
X-Play
was the most popular.
X-Play
because-
was, but I don't know too much. I mean, X-Play wouldn't be too bad to see again, but I don't
Not
know.
sure how well it would do in the current setup of things with how everything ends up released.
Yeah. Well, also.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
I think it might still do
I'm
okay. Just I don't know.
on the revival section of the wiki. They started Attack the Show, and X-Play's Twitter reactivated in 2020 from the San Diego Comic-Con at home, and then it reopened with Pong on it. August 12th, Olivia Munn, the former co-host of Attack the Show, was in final talks to be a part of it. The official YouTube channel uploaded a video with Adam Sensler as his persona Crazy Adam being like, hey, we need people, so hashtag G4 needs talents. G4 announced a very special G4 Holiday Reunion special, scripted special holiday by Ron Flincher, and featured the network's former personalities and hosts. The special premiere went live 24th of November on Twitch and YouTube. Sci-Fi would also air it on the 27th. During the special, Xavier Woods would be the first newly announced host for G4's relaunch. And after what Suki said, on the same day as the premiere, G4 lost Graviton, or Graviton, spelling, a charity drive that would raise funds for very community partners. This year, on the 28th, it announced that Attack of the Show and X-Play would be returning for Revival due to high demand. They also announced release for Revival would be sometime in the summer of 2021. And just February 5th, they announced that two people of League of Legends Esports Cafe would be hosting an upcoming show called the Blank Esports Show. Blank is just a line there. February 12th, it was announced that Adam Tesla and Kevin.
Is anybody else waiting for Toy to pass out?
Nope. But yeah, it is coming.
But,
Gee, I couldn't tell.
That's all I'm seeing here.
But yeah, I was gonna say the whole reason, like I will always think fondly of Cinematech is one of the things I remember about that is God, I remember seeing the earliest tech demos and stuff of what eventually became Alan Wake.
Ooh.
Like this was back when Remedy first put the stuff out about the game. This was back when it was supposed to be on it was supposed to be back near the launch window of the original Xbox.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh no, it wouldn't
shit.
have been the launch window of the original Xbox, but yeah, it was going to originally be on on just the Xbox, and like they had a full cutscene kind of explaining the whole like supernatural things of everything going on, and yeah, I definitely wanted that game from that point, but yeah, it was so weird when I realized that when Alan Wake actually came out, and I realized, wait a minute, oh my God, that's that thing from Cinematech.
Someone rotated that piece. And here I had taken the effort to make sure everything was flipped the right way.
All right, we got them all, other than the one that's floating.
Wait. Where's the space? Why can't I see? Oh, there it is. For some reason, I couldn't see that.
All right, so Derpy. I don't think we saw a direct Derpy, so we're either assuming the sign or the little plushie there in the corner.
Yeah.
You know what I say to that?
Ah!
Yep, figured.
Well, that's a good thing Coldest didn't draw on this thing. What time is
Actually,
it?
it would have been floating in midair.
All your names are crossed.
Yeah.
All right, we still got a little bit of time for a video segment here, so. It's not gonna be much of one though, so I'll probably just put 1 or 2 videos on. Sorry, everybody. And there'll also be.
Time to get the sync tube up.
Yep. That was fun. It was fun regardless. Still kind of wish I put up that massive one where you were all just like almost crying, just like, no, what are you doing? Mercy, mercy us all.
Time Suki would have just flipped it and we would have said, alright, you were saying?
Oh yeah, but I would just brought it back. Because I can. I could do that things.
He knew.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm kind of happy. Also, apparently, Robot Wars was going on in the UK for a bit there.
Yeah, it was going on in England. I think like well before.
The sync tube's link isn't in the show notes.
Yeah, I didn't have it set up yet. Give me a quick second here, please. I promise I'll get to it.
Oh, that's why my typing isn't finding it. I was going for something no longer existing. We're SciTube.
Okay, and yeah, I think this stuff has like a long list of credits and advertisements and stuff at the end of it, so this should end by the time where it's time to end the show. So everybody, let's listen to a bunch of creators talk about the creator's curse.
Oh man, I am so stressed out right now. What to do to fix this? Oh, Mary.
Hi, Manny.
Ah yes, the perfect straw man. Literally. Mary, I feel overworked. What can I do to fix
Yeah,
this?
if this is the case, I'm probably gonna go pass out, Circuit. To be perfectly honest.
No, I know you're probably. It sounds like you're pretty exhausted. Do you want to give a quick shout out before you go and wipe yourself off of the off and out?
Come by my streams. I'm fun. I swear.
See you later, Suki. I'll be sure to bug you when you get a yeast too.
Later.
Yep. Which won't be, by the way, real quick, won't be this Saturday. This Saturday we are hanging out with friends, so yeah, Yeez 2 will probably start the following Saturday.
Traitor. Okay, sounds good. Alright, have a good one.
Yep, see you.
There, cute artist friend. Cute. Might be a bunny, I'm not really sure. Can review the MLP episode suited for success with you, which you've been putting off for so long, so you can talk about whether you should make exceptions for friends when offering to do work for free for them, even though this is your full-time job. There, segue set up. I'm gone. Bye!
What just happened? What the? Hey! Who pulled me out of my channel in the middle of my own project?
Artist friend, overstressed, overworked, and over here.
Oh, sorry, Maddie. Oh, do you need a hug?
Always.
So, let me guess. Mary's summoned to be here for a review.
Yep.
But what about my collab project?
This is an episode I have been meaning to talk about for a long
that was a beautiful cut.
It was. By the way, anybody who commissions creators or is a creator, yeah, this will be a good one for you. Might be cathartic.
It's a little too close to home.
There's a reason.
Full-time artist, so yeah.
Suited for success.
An episode way back
There's a
in
reason
season
this
one,
episode is
suited
my
for
top
success,
episode of
15th
season
episode
1.
the show, and is about when
Aside
creative
from the
fixes
action
are
adventure
overruled
premiere.
by client specifications, and the results threaten to ruin Rarity's prospects with a very famous fashion designer.
Yeah, this episode makes me quiver a bit due to the subject matter and knowing full well how Rarity must be feeling every step of the way. Should an artist make exceptions for friends when they do offer to do free work for them? Do the main six take advantage of Rarity's generosity, or did Rarity make the changes to keep her friends happy and inevitably sabotaging her initial goal?
Hey, Bliss.
What?
She's working for exposure.
No! I'm falling for this trap! I know this pain! Rarity, run! Save yourself!
It's clear that Rarity loves her friends, and she
Seriously though, how does anybody think that would actually work? At least nowadays.
Exposure doesn't always pan out when what one thinks
Trying
it
to find the
will.
unexperienced that aren't
Twilight isn't worried or concerned
ready
because
for
she
it.
looks
People
dull.
die from exposure.
She has is fine and just wants Rarity to make simple repairs.
I
Oh,
personally think it is okay to do
some
free work now
underhanded
and then,
people
as
use
long
the
as
word
it's you
exposure
who is making
to
that
get
choice
an
to do
artist's
so,
name
not
out there
being
as
guilted
a
or
tool
manipulated
to
into
get
the
them to work
process.
for them for
Making
free,
presents for
even
close
though it
friends
shouldn't be
or
the
family,
case.
or doing a
Hang
favor
on,
in
dying
return
of
for
exposure.
something
Are we
else is
talking about
completely
spicy
normal
rocks?
and fine.
Yes.
Especially
No,
when no one knows
we're
about
talking
it or
about what
doesn't
you
have
normally do.
expectations.
No, we're
Your
talking about
job
just it's just a joke in
paintbrush
general.
is your
The
magic
whole idea
wand.
is
Little bit of
exposed.
column A,
Free
little
reign
bit
to
of
do
column
what
B,
you
little
want.
bit of column
Knowing more
C.
than likely
There you
the
go.
people who you do it for will greatly
Wait,
appreciate
what I
your
do?
efforts.
Talk about
Just
trains?
don't let the mindset
Yeah,
of giving back
sure.
to others run you ragged
Why
into
not?
the ground is the
Nice.
issue.
Ah, yes. Learning
Well,
the
you
art
also
of delegation.
do stuff
Being
for
humble
either
enough to
exposure
know
or
when to
just
ask
to
for
do
help,
it because you
or
can.
to admit
Oh,
you
I don't
take
do
on
anything
more
for
than you can
exposure.
chew,
I
striving
draw
for
things because I just
perfection
want
please
to.
clients
As far as
and
I'm
friends alike,
concerned, the
to
fact that
earn
people
a
keep
feeling
finding
of
out about
accomplishment,
me is
to boldly
concerning.
go where no artist has gone before. Learning the art of
I want the
delegation.
opposite of exposure. I like people not knowing me.
So you like notoriety?
Serve others, who likes
No,
to
I
make them
don't.
smile with the
Okay,
help of my
not
artwork
notoriety.
and video
What's the
editing.
word?
So if I'm able to help, I'll do
I
whatever
like
I
making
can.
things.
But after working an entire climax
Beekeeping?
series at TFT
No, that's
Red vs. Blue,
just
I
Yes,
am not liking
beekeeping.
this.
for those who support
I am
me
not
on
liking this
Patreon,
new art
several
style.
commission projects
I'm
during
a
the beginning of
beekeeper.
every month while trying to balance time.
Well,
to play
I
D&D with my
don't think this
friends.
is a new art style per
Spring,
se. I
I
think
made
this
the
is
project
Maddie
be there for
Munchkin's
them,
normal
being a
art
guest on
style.
online
Just we
convention, and
usually
still
don't
find
actually
some way to
talk about her
squeeze in
stuff
You know
on
what
the
I
work
mean?
for
It's
my
been years
channel
since I've
projects
seen
and
Mad
actually
Monkton,
Maddie
so
is
I'm a little
just-
confused.
Ah, fair
Usually
enough.
Maddie has others artwork doing for the actual thing. This is her.
Don't you dare! He knows enough
Also,
about
I
my
just want to
props,
say
okay?
too,
I've talked
don't
his ear
criticize
up
other
long
people's
enough.
artwork.
He doesn't need to hear more
Just
about
don't,
it from me.
'cause
If
it's
you
rude.
tell me,
You know,
I'll tell
everyone's
you for
progressing
being
at their own
stressed
rate,
out.
and everybody's forming their own styles. Don't do that.
Why does the dog have a 5 o'clock shadow?
With this, I'm leaving.
Because he's
It's a
on
big
couch.
bad wolf.
I've walked you through one of these cases. You do
He'll
remember
huff
how I
and he'll
work
puff
out,
and he'll talk your ear off.
No, it's worse than death.
Scared you.
Actually, I might have to make that joke on his YouTube now.
Who says we're panicking? I'm not. I was in the middle of working on one of my projects when the much taller pink version of these two pooped me here to talk about Suited for Success. Because apparently she and I relate to this way too much.
We finished the puzzle, we declared the plushie to be Derpy, and now we're watching the only video that we'll probably watch tonight because of time.
Concur. I think I'll join you to make sure you two remain civil.
Yay, the talking squirrel!
I have to admit, going back to season 1 is
Talking squirrel.
very strange after watching the show for 9 seasons. This is the 14th episode of the series and marks a turning point in regards to the season-long plot leading up to the Grand Galloping Gala at the end of the first season. It also offers vital character development for Rarity and showing where she fits in the dynamic of the main 6. The episode also serves as a preface for another story from season 1, Green Isn't Your Color, as well as Sweet and Elite in season 2.
The original title for Suited for Success, or Dressed for Success being the alternative title, was Dressed for Failure. And the main theme is basically about when you bite off more than you can chew, or not to look a gift horse in the mouth. Pun unintended, of course.
In sum up, it basically means if you are doing a favor for someone, don't compromise your talent and good taste. Or if someone gives you a gift of their labor and talent, you should receive it and appreciate it because the thing itself isn't the gift, it's their time and labor they put into it. Which, admittedly, even we, the artists in this case, can't forget that it's not the product, but our time that what is important to our friends.
Creative people put a lot of themselves into what they create, and for some, they give things they create to their friends to show how much they mean to them. To me, this is definitely one of my ways of showing how much I love and appreciate my friends and family. I make things for them. Suited for Success touches on how a creative mind thinks in a general sense, and how the relationship between an artist and a client often works. Creative instincts are often overruled by a client's esoteric specifications. In this case, it results
Word
in Rarity's
said,
prospects
never
with a
truer.
famous fashion designer being threatened, and the main 6 unintentionally sabotage Rarity's career.
It does beg the question when dealing with friends who are customers. Should the artist make exceptions for friends when offering to do free work for them? Are the main 6 taking advantage of Rarity's generosity here?
I say we take a closer look.
Looking back at the season 1 animation of characters and backgrounds while also comparing it to the final season, it's rather impressive how much more detailed and sophisticated the show became. How far all the assets have come.
Everything is so much more minimal and flatter here.
It's a little more loony.
It may be because this was before they knew that the show was going to appeal to an adult audience. They were still trying to find their footing here. Plus, with several years working on MLP, of course the animators are going to be much more experienced and thus more willing to flex their creativity.
Even the intro is so...
Oh no, it's a nice review between all three of them.
The library.
Nostalgia.
I'm sad now. So the episode begins with Rarity... My brain just didn't have a chance.
Maddie.
Sorry. So the episode begins with Rarity hard at work in her
Yeah, we
boutique,
all
Please, someone
said
think of the
that.
bees.
Twilight and up, which at the library just blew up.
Maddie!
Sorry. Her friends Twilight and Applejack come to visit and respect that she's trying to concentrate, so try not to disturb her. They carry on talking in a whisper, and Rarity is clearly trying not to lose patience with the interruption, something I am terrible at.
Shh. Rarity's in concentration mode.
Once Rarity gives them her full attention, Twilight shows Rarity a dress she intends to wear to the Grand Galloping Gala, and requests Rarity do a simple repair job on it.
Just from an artist's perspective, Maddie, tell me if I'm wrong. Does that color scheme on that dress even go with Twilight's scheme? The reds and the red hues,
Yeah, I think it's deliberately meant to clash, so we understand why Rarity wants to jump in and offer to make her a new outfit.
Twilight
I
is reluctant to
think
take Rarity's
either
offer because she
a nice
recognizes it
light
will be a lot of
teal
work.
or
But then
something
Rarity
of that
also
nature.
offers to make
But
a dress
red,
for
yeah,
Applejack
red
as well.
don't go with
When
purple.
Rainbow Dash literally drops in, Rarity
Well,
gets the
yellow
idea to make
does.
dresses for all her
Ah,
friends,
yellow
including
does
herself.
well.
Light
bulb.
bulb.
Oh no, she's in the web!
Oh, it'll be a little bit of work, but it'll be a wonderful boost for my business. Fun.
I'm going to work for exposure, darling.
Oh yes, it's gonna be so much fun, yes.
Applejack, ever being the voice of reason, states what Rarity is planning on doing and is concerned she is taking too much on board.
So, all you have to do is make a different, stunning, original, amazing outfit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus yourself 6 ponies.
I find this funny now because all I hear is Doc talking.
I'm sorry that I'm the logical I try to plan things out. I have no doubt that Rarity has the ability to make all these
Also,
dresses
can we
in time
just
for the
take a
gala,
moment and
but
realize,
she never stopped
yeah.
to consider if what she makes
I
I
is
think this
improved
is
by
on
her friends.
Matt.
That
Maddie's
AJ
getting
season
away
1
from
voice.
the
She's doing all this for free,
Yeah.
on her own volition.
Well,
And
also,
her
can we
friends
all
technically
appreciate
never
that
voice their opinion of what they
season
want
1
in their dress
Applejack
to be like
definitely
from the
sounds
start.
like an early
As far as
version
I
of Hannah
know,
Montana.
they're getting a free dress and it's going to look just as
I
they
never
hoped
made
it
that
will.
connection.
I feel this is both a fault on the creator
no
and
idea.
the client here,
I-
though, sadly.
honestly
Communication
never made
is
the connection
very
either,
important during these
I
exchanges.
don't know why that connection would
Yeah.
be made.
I would
Well,
say that
Ashley
Rarity
Bolt
wouldn't
said
think
it
of
took
getting
Dolly
something
Parton and
wrong
Hannah
if she's
Montana
offering
to
make
get
it for
Applejack's
free.
voice.
Lickety split.
Okay.
Lickety
I hear
split.
ya. I hear ya.
G1 fans will understand.
I think I'd have to like.
Song Art of the Dress. A parody or
I'd have to listen to
tribute
Hannah Montana's
to the
voice.
Sondheim song,
This
putting it
song
together
enca-
with the music of Sunday in the
encapsulizes
Park with George.
what Rarity is all about:
Guides right into
creativity,
making dresses and full
innovation,
creative freedom and
passion
control over each project.
for
When
fashion.
she shows the finished dresses to her friends after she finishes singing, she maybe oversells herself a little by saying,
Aren't they all amazing?
Ooh. Mistake number 1. Giving yourself praise not knowing if the client will agree. Don't get me wrong, it's okay to be proud of your work. I have moments where I was super happy with what I created, especially if it was something fun and what I had been wanting to do for a long time, and it was more personal than public. And for Rarity, I could get why she would say this since she wanted to do this because of her creative need and excitement. That being said, I get really insecure about whether or not a friend or a client will like the work I put into, say for a commission or a project for this exact issue displayed on the episode. I never assume the final product is finished until they give approval, and I never like to go too far ahead until I get feedback that I'm good to move on. But compromise and communication are important to accomplishing the same goal we all have, to create something amazing and entertaining. That's what good friends do after all.
yeah, Rarity is almost intoxicated on her own inspiration here.
Pouring so much time and effort into a project only to have an audience or client give you a blank stare or silence? Rarity's heart must have sunk dramatically at this moment because she would have been looking forward to this for so long and all of that excitement just becomes dead. What does that do to a pony?
It turns into me.
None of the main 6 have given Rarity any specifications on their dresses. It's given Rarity creative freedom to do her own thing for each dress, and because of the discipline she has and the experience she has in designing and creating, intertwined with the love she has for her friends and wanted to make them happy, she successfully creates a dress for each of her friends that to her and to the audience look amazing. They even get the power of approval from Opal.
Do you think it looks cheesy?
Yeah. Always consult the cat, because cats always know better.
Oh, really?
The cats are fickle as hell.
Oh, look over there! A distraction!
Rarity is pretty steadfast in insisting she do the dresses over to make sure her friends feel that the dresses are absolute perfection to them. but her friends just stare in silence. It's very disheartening and discouraging. Not getting praised to Rarity means she's disappointed them.
I know what she's going through, though. My heart.
Are you in actual pain watching this?
It's certainly rubbing a few nerves. Fear of disappointing friends or letting clients down? It's hard for me to imagine. Yes, aim to do your best, but there needs to be a line.
So after seeing her friends aren't happy, she offers to remake the dresses how they want them to be. So now each of the main 6 represents the different types of clients I'm sure you two have had experience dealing with. Fluttershy is too caught up in specific details, Twilight is obsessed with accuracy and aesthetic instead of design, Applejack is too hung up on practicality, Rainbow Dash is being vague to the point of showing disinterest, and Pinkie Pie is being overly excited at the opportunity while also changing her mind, constantly throwing new ideas at Rarity instead of keeping things focused and simple.
The arm size tight, the midi collar doesn't go with the shawl. How the hems are clearly machine stitched, the pleats are uneven, the fabric looks like toile. Used a back stitch when clearly called for a top stitch or maybe a traditional blanket stitch. And the over design is reminiscent of prêt-à-porter and not true French haute couture.
Okay, I'm just gonna cut out my heart and give it to you. Here you go.
Fluttershy has a freaky knowledge about sewing, but she knows nothing about design. Is she being too pedantic here? Is her feedback still valid in spite of the techniques used not really being important in the long run, especially since Rarity has a time limit? For me personally, it's good if a client knows what they want, but if they get too pedantic, it can stifle any creative freedom and make the artist lose interest in the project entirely because they know that they will have to repeat revisions to get it exactly how the client wants. Though in experience, a client may do this because they want to give the artist a direction to go in, which is good, but it's better to keep things short, sweet, and to the point. You can get into specifics during the process together. Going into all the minor details when the final product is done is far too late.
Or what about when clients want to pursue authenticity to the point that they don't take into account how this is going to work as a whole? Nitpicking about the small details and ignoring the bigger picture, not thinking about how these small details would work together. Twilight wants things to be authentic to the actual night sky, without taking into account if this is going to work for a dress, or a piece of art, or whatever else have you.
Or what about when a client doesn't really know what they want, but they claim ownership over the piece and become pushy regardless of not having a clear picture of what they want?
Whose dress is this?
Okay, that was pretty pushy. Whose dress is this? The customer is always right. She's more obsessed with her wants instead of what the dress needs. I may not know much about it, but I can relate to Rarity's plight here. Making clothes is a form of art, and we have an eye for what we want, how it looks, how it reacts, depending on the mood or flow. I know it's complicated to describe, but while some may think they know what they want and think it will work, if you've not experienced or actually made the product, you can't really say for sure until you actually make it. Or in this case, try it on.
I know that Lauren Faust was not the writer of this episode, but I have to believe that these next few lines in particular is just an animator trying to vent her feelings toward every producer she's ever had to work with.
Gotta balance style with adherence, making sure we make a good appearance.
I felt that.
Make sure that it stays within our budget.
What budget? She's doing this for free!
At last, all the dresses are complete, and they are exactly what the main 6 asked for. Rarity
Burn
is
them.
clearly
Burn them with
exhausted
fire.
working, but she is also
I don't know,
happy
the
that
Rainbow
friends
Rainbow
are
Dashes
that
could
happy
actually be a
that turned
superhero
out,
outfit, which is kind of
It
funny.
is exactly what they asked for. Pinkie Pie is the only one who actually.
I'm surprised
asks Rarity
she
if
didn't put
she
that
is
on
happy
and Mare do well and try to
Rarity
stage her.
responds that she is happy because they are happy.
Oh yeah,
Unless
Spike
it's
is
been
an
thrown
exception.
out long ago.
Here is where Rarity gets the opportunity to meet one of her idols and a chance to show off her designs. As bad as the designs are, she does the fashion show for her friends anyway.
This is also the episode where we are introduced to Hoity Toity for the first time, and the very first appearance of Vinyl Scratch 2, come to think of it.
Relax, Rarity. Your friends like their outfits, and so will he. What's wrong with the lights?
She is so overworked she's become delusional.
Relatable!
Oh, those amateur's designs look like a piled-on mishmash of everything but the kitchen sink.
Less is more, darling. Less is more.
The awkward silence after the fashion
Someone
show.
must have got the
How did
kitchen
you
sink
recover from something like
fanfic
that?
from that.
Rarity was ashamed of those outfits and was forced to put them on parade in front of one of her idols. She should have said no, but if she did, she would have had to tell her friends how she really felt about the dresses they loved. How does one work up the nerve to face your friends like that? You'd be literally telling them that their ideas are terrible, at least in this case.
Yeah, but given this opportunity to exhibit your work, whether it's your best work or not, to someone you admire, who's one of your heroes, when would that opportunity come again? She couldn't exactly pass it up.
Rarity was willing to put aside this huge chance of getting her work into the fashion elite world because she cared more about her friends being happy. With that being said, her insistence on making the dresses in the first place, her insistence on getting their feedback even though it wasn't the best feedback, her insistence on pushing herself even to the point of exhaustion just to get them the way they wanted it, plus she had no idea hoity-toity was coming until later that same day. She wouldn't have been able to plan for that, but she was trying to push herself, especially with her patience trying to make her friends happy. Perhaps when she was hiding behind the curtain at the fashion show, she was trying to convince herself that everything was going to be fine, even while knowing all the while it was going to be a disaster, knowing that there was just no way out of this. She was a little overconfident, proclaiming how perfect her dresses were. We have to believe there is at least a little bit of her own ego in that. Not much, but it is there. And now it's going to lead to the very first Rarity meltdown in the series. This is where we get to see how talented
The meltdown that started all meltdowns.
Voice acting. This
But
was
it's
the
so
episode
fun.
that made so many people realize how great a character Rarity was back in the day.
Yeah, this would be why I've been putting off talking about this episode, because it's so painful to watch as an artist. I've had so many meltdowns similar to this, although probably not so dramatic, but yeah, it's still so relatable.
Let's watch the Rarity meltdown.
Tabitha really brought
Way
that
too much joy in that sentence.
doo-doo
You feel
heights
for the
with her
character, but
character.
it's still entertaining.
That, and you probably enjoy hearing Tabitha St. Germain act out the meltdown a bit too much, maybe?
Animal endangerment to trick Rarity to get out of her salon to see her finished dress her friends made as an apology. Friendship!
You know, it's kind of cool
Oh,
because...
come on, it was a
communicating
cat that
with
climbs
them
trees.
like
That was no
them
endangerment.
in the same way
Unless
expects
she
her
knows
to
that
them.
Opal doesn't
Generosity
usually
and
climb
creativity,
trees.
cultivating
Opal is
the
an
gift
indoor
of
cat.
creating her dress for
Yep.
her.
Well, Opal looked actually pretty comfortable when she came out. I bet you anything Opal was actually
Yeah,
acting.
a small taste.
Well, yeah, you would. You designed the thing.
So, after the main six apologize and Rarity snaps out of her meltdown, they help her organize another fashion show for Hoity Toity to see Rarity's real work, showing that they are now fully invested in supporting her creative endeavor in each project, modeling the dresses in the show.
Yay, validation!
Rarity is very much a words of affirmation kind of pony, I think.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't take compliments very well.
Call.
You do amazing work.
What did I
my
do?
kryptonite. So after rewatching
Thank
the
you
episode,
for
does it still hit
being
too
awesome
close to
and
home
doing
for me?
awesome
Did it make
artwork.
sense to take advantage of Verity's generosity, or did Verity make the changes to keep her friends happy and inevitably sabotage her initial
okay.
goal?
A little bit
Well,
of column A,
personally
a lot
feel
of
my
column
rule
B.
is don't bite off more
Yep.
than you can chew here, because nothing in this video is outside of Verity's
You're too
skill
kind.
zone. Proving to herself and her friends
Yes,
that she
I
has
am
the
too
skills to do
kind,
multiple
but I
projects at
also
once,
am
do them to
a
high
person that would
standard,
hug you.
and within a time
Run,
frame that she's
run!
set for herself and her own terms. The problem
The
stems
crushing
from
robot
the
hugs
fact
will
This-
kill you.
This is on Maddie's channel, but I
that
believe Dr. Wolf
favor
and Bliss
and
also
her
have
friends
links to
take
it.
that for granted.
All in all, I think I have
Obviously.
a different perspective to this episode.
Well, you'd be surprised.
I've so very rarely been on the side of one being commissioned, and much more being on the side of commissioning the talents of others. But at the very least, I sincerely appreciate how a story like Suited for Success can give me a deeper understanding of what it feels like to have someone constantly nitpicking your creativity, or putting aside your own expertise and experience just because you want your friends to be happy with the end result. I have deeply appreciated all the work you've done for me over the years, Maddie and Blissey. And to be honest, watching Suited for Success taught me early on that I should put more trust in an artist's perspective when it comes to their line of work. I've been more than content to give a short description of what I needed and then look forward to whatever either of you drew up. And I do hope that many of you out there take that same lesson to heart. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
That's a lesson I know I struggle with that Doc seems more content on, but that being said, this episode has and still does today make me reflect on past events where I could have handled things better when dealing with projects that revolved around friends. There is such a thing as being too excited with the wanting to help, to the point that it can compromise your own well-being, whether mentally, physically, or in Rarity's case, even financially or by business case. There is so much to this episode that not only provide help to children, but adults as well when learning important lessons on how to balance your time to the craft as well as to your friends and business. Like Maddie and the artist's perspective, there is a time and place to wanting to help and give to your friends, but also acknowledge that you can only do so much. And therefore, need to set boundaries or lines for not just yourself, but your friends as well. Communication, I feel, is very important here, and it's something this episode didn't directly address, but did show it could have helped in the long run. Talk to your friends. Tell them what's on your mind, and hopefully it will work out for the better for your craft and your gift to your friends.
It can be humbling to know that people wish to come to you for your own creations, and it's also a privilege to be able to create things as gifts for friends and loved ones to express how much they mean to you. Though I appreciate that this episode went to the effort of showing the difficulties artists face without portraying any particular person as being malicious. It's more of unspoken concerns and stresses that can often occur during the process of an artist and client getting to know and understand each other when creating something together. Thank you so much for joining me for talking about this episode, guys. Been meaning to cover this one for a while.
Glad to be of service, Miss Munchkin.
Yeah, no problem. Now, how do we get out of here?
We may need Mary Sue's assistance here.
No, we don't. I can teleport us out. See ya, Maddie.
Feel better, Maddie?
Yeah, I do actually. Thanks, Mary.
Yay, I did a thing! Best strawman ever! Wait, that's not a good thing.
I'm Mad Munchkin. Stay creative. Hey, thank you for watching.
You just
that
realizing
video.
that now?
That she does both those voices.
Anyway,
It's so much fun!
it's time to go ahead and end the show. So we're going to go ahead and do the ending show things. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and go with one pair. I can't do the voice. I'm going to just do it like a normal. Coldust! Coldust, come and tell us your final words.
Right. I was here for the entire show.
All right.
Achievement unlocked.
Crazy Mac Captain, your
Wait,
final...
that wasn't my shout out.
Oh, please, your final words then.
Right, shoutouts to Ponyville Live, because they still have all the links to a bunch of pony radio stations that play pony music and stuff that's awesome. You should go and click that link. Also, they still post tweets whenever we, tweets and announcements all around, whenever we have an episode of The Brony Show. So,
Yeah.
That's right, I should check
yeah.
your Discord sometime.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, so shouts out to Ponyville Live. Also, happy Derpy Hooves Day, y'all! Shouts out to everyone who participated and had muffins. And if you didn't have a muffin yet, by all means, have some muffins this week.
Alright, now on to Crazy Mac Captain, your final words.
Fires, explosions, Mufasa, venison jerky, LOE, Roan, and shout out to all the content creators and artists.
That means you, Commander and Cole.
DM21.
I love you both.
Too kind.
DM.
I hope you go see a Dr. Soon circuit about your problem you mentioned earlier.
Oh, well, definitely,
And stay healthy, everyone, and avoid the pancakes as you can. Also, shout out to the artists who do amazing work for the fandom. Even though there's bound to be someone who doesn't like your style or this or that, but at the end of the day, do it for yourself, not just for what other people would like to see from you.
Wise words. And Textalion. Tech.
You might be away.
Tech. I heard you for a second there. You were very distorted, though. I think you might be dead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Better.
Happy like Derpy Day, and I try to have some dreams about Derpy, whatever they may be.
Alright. On to Toakoi.
Shouts out to our lovely audience that view us every single week here on Twitch. Archray friend, Arch, I really hate that. Archangel Fairy, Stormcloud, Atam, Commander Root, Cool Dude, Sarcasm, Dinu, DM12, Extermore, Grow, System, Playman64, Silly Gnome, from the Only Tech Man, me, our Text Relay, and Violet's TV.
Alright, with that, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us for another episode of The Brony Show. Stay tuned for the Coffee House After Party if you're watching us live. If not, go to our Discord. It's a great way to find out when we're streaming random things, whether the random gaming stream, another Brony stream, random Let's Plays, whatever you have. If it's there, if it happens, we announce it on our Discord. Along with that, tune in an hour early on streaming nights for the pre-show with Cold Dust and his awesome crew. There could be anything from trivia to Jackbox or art or whatever else Cold Dust decides. Along with that, just a bit of a general shout out. There will be a stream tomorrow. I am going to be trying Cybertronics game once more after getting some advice on how to run it a little bit better. And giving a little bit of a better review of that. But along with that, also a reminder that on Sundays is Circuits Let's Play. We'll be going back to No Man's Sky. And also Mogul Dash will be maybe on Sunday evening to do music and play games. But yeah, a lot of fun. And with that, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here on the show. Thank you to Commander Something and Crazy Matt Captain keeping an eye on the chat and IRC. Thank you to Clyde Iconoquist, Cool Dude, Sarcasm, Fantastic Fred, Relay Star, Techman, Textilian, Yay, Archivers.
Cole.
Cole, it sounds like you're trying to eat your microphone, and it's not going too well.
Oh, is my microphone thing?
Your mic's doing the thing.
It's doing the thing.
Alright, I've been in hold that long. Okay.
Wow, that was a thing.
It happens.
So, welcome back, Cole. Okay. But yeah, also a big shout out to all of our archive watchers that watch us on YouTube whenever we upload episodes. And thank you to all of our watchers on YouTube, Twitch, and on Vaughn. However you catch us, thank you so much for spending a couple of hours of your time and enjoying our shenanigans. And with that, I'd say we're good to close out. So to close us out, we have Derpy's Perfect Math Class. And I wish you all the best of nights. Enjoy a muffin. And celebrate Derpy Day with the rest of us by being as derptacular as possible. Sonic5421, you can consider that a shout out if you haven't gotten it yet. See? You got a special shout out just for you. Peace out, everybody!
キラキラダイヤモンド輝く星のように